When your stash is low, when your cash ain't full, when you need to max out your arsenal, it's time for Goodwill hunting. What is up, guys? Pawn here. Today's surprise thrifting. These are all the blasters that I was able to pick up locally for July 2017. Quick look at the graph. A nice bump up from June. Quite a few blasters, few epics. Maybe you'll disagree with the epicness of them. Quite a few rares, no uncommons. Just commons, jumping up to rares, and then some epics. So let's test some blasters. Starting out with the commons, of course. A Fire Strike. Fire Strike works. A Proton. Proton works. Got here a $4.99 Vulcan. That's a cheap Vulcan, as far as I'm concerned. I used to pay $10, now I pay probably up to $7.99, $6.99. $7.99 on a desperate day, but $4.99, always going to buy a Vulcan for $4.99. That works, it looks like. Not heavy enough to have batteries, but did come with the battery holder, did come with a priming handle. Very happy to grab a $4.99 Vulcan. Now this month was kind of the month of twins, so starting with the twins in the common category. Got a couple Praxies. This one $3.99 and this one $1.29. Both with their magazines. Looks like that one works. Looks like that one works. It looks like they both work. Last but not least, this busted Air Max 6 Extreme. I picked this up just because it ended up being a $1.29 sale at one point, and this had been floating around in my local Goodwill for a solid 3 weeks. So I don't need. Oh, I can. Oh no, it doesn't. Ooh, oof, oof, ow. Nope, this doesn't work. But hey, $1.29. All right, done with the commons. Let's jump up to the rares. I haven't been seeing a lot of Mega lately for the last few months, maybe even a year. But $3.99 Roto Fury. That works great. Wonderful. Then dropping down a rarity since last month. I thought it was something special. Turns out it's not that special. A standard regular Alpha Trooper for $4.99 with the off-kilter silly magazine here. In fact, I think I actually misspoke last time. This is actually an 18, not a 25. But looks like that works. Guess I'm happy to have another one of these. Then for $5.99 rare, the Spectre Rev 5 in the Elite colors. I don't believe this is Elite other than its color scheme. Not a very amazing blaster, but just sort of a kind of a cool blaster, I would say. And not a very practical stock, but just kind of a cool stock because it flips out. Very flimsy, but it's sort of fun. Kitschy. Anyway, $5.99 Spectre Elite. Probably wouldn't pay that much again, but since it's the first one I've seen thrifting, had to pick it up. Then in the rares, a Vigilance Axe for $2.99. I was having a hard time with this one. I didn't really want to spend $2.99 on this, but I didn't have one of these. Kind of silly. It's in pretty good shape, but alright, let's test this out and see if this works. Works as well as I would expect. Then right here, super rare, the Whiteout Maverick. At least I thought so. Not the Whiteout Maverick. Apparently they made just a white Maverick to trick people like me to thinking from a distance that I'd gotten a Whiteout Maverick. But a Whiteout Maverick is much cooler. It's got sorts of little weird decals and targeting reticles on all over it, painted on the thing. Looks great. So this was a total waste, but I'd never seen even this one before, so I decided to pick it up for $3.99, but it was on sale, 50% off, green tag sale. So here it is, the not Whiteout Maverick. Keeping up with the twin theme of this month, two Doominators. This one for $2.99, and this one for $4.99. Looks like they work in that department. The only problem with these is that they're both missing the priming bar that sort of threads in there. I was going to try to make a PVC replacement, but they kind of prime. They prime okay, even without the bar. Just sort of a pump grip. So let's see if they work. They probably do. They sound like they're in pretty good condition, but hey. That works great. That works great. They both work great. Alright, getting into the epics. I think maybe these aren't epics. I don't know. You let me know. They were epics for me. Starting with sort of a more vintage blaster. Grabbed a Nerf Pulsator for $3.99. Pretty good. Little back and forth action. And because this thing fires balls, I didn't actually have any of the original Nerf balls, but I did know in the back of my mind growing up that I had a Ballzooka. So I did my best. I went in the basement at my parents' house, dug around in some boxes, and I was able to find my original 1994 Kenner Nerf Ballzooka. Just for the balls mostly, because I will demonstrate this thing really doesn't work anymore. Got one out there, nice. They'll kind of just end up bulging out of the front. But let's see if we can pry on these balls. Get these balls out of here. And load up the pulsator. See if we can make this thing pulsate. Oh my god. Okay, that was just silly and awful, but it felt good. So, got the vintage pulsator, which is actually newer than the Ballzooka. This is 1998 Hasbro. Alright, next epic, just because it was in the box. I'm not even sure it's got all the parts, but it was kind of cool to find. We've got a Modulus. Look at that, just rattling around in there. Got some parts, I don't know. Let's open it up. Let's see if it came with everything. This was $7.99, so a little bit pricey, but it's a Modulus with a lot of attachments. Alright, Modulus itself, banana mag, shoulder stock, little silly front barrel attachment. And look at that, the sight. And even some darts. Don't want to take the time to load this thing up. We might as well. You're not going to have to wait for me to put batteries in. It's just going to be like, boom, I got batteries in it. Well, this thing may be a mess, just totally dead. Huh, there was some corrosion in the battery tray. Which is weird, because this is a good looking blaster for having a bad looking battery tray. Like, this looks brand new. So that's very confusing. But, no matter. This is basically a large strife, so it'll get opened up eventually and rewired. Anyway, $7.99 full Modulus. Last but not least for the epics, the final twins. I'm gonna call these Lady Hammer Shots. I don't know what they're called, but to me they're Lady Hammer Shots. Epic for now. Probably going to drop down a rarity if I ever see these again, because this was the first time I ever saw these, and I've been really wanting them. Well, I've been really wanting one. Managed to get two in the same month. These are fantastic. They are basically just like the Hammer Shot, except they feel so much nicer, and they flip way better than the Hammer Shot. They've got good weighting. Oh my gosh, I can't do it with my left hand because, you know, I'm right-handed, so it makes it a lot more difficult. The dexterity in the old left hand is a lot worse than righty. But that is it for this week. Super excited to have gotten two Lady Hammer Shots. That is it for July 2017 local thrifting. Until next time, guys, you can be serious about Nerf, but don't take Nerf too seriously.